All right, guys, this is Daniel again at Winair in Oxford, Alabama. What I have behind me is our Bosch system. This is a 15 SEER Bosch setup that you're looking at right here. Just kind of a brief overview on the stuff. I'm not going to go too in depth in this video. I'll create a different video to go over the control boards and stuff like that. First off, out of the box, you have a 10-year warranty. You do not have to register this to get the warranty. And the warranty stays with the home, not the homeowner. So if someone was to move, it's just transferred right over. But you can register this product. And if you do register it, you get all kinds of Bosch points to redeem for different things. So keep that in mind. You should register this equipment, and you can register it through the Bosch Easy Air app to register this stuff. One thing to note, so this is a 5-ton outdoor unit. This is a 4-ton air handler. And you might be thinking right now, Daniel, you're crazy. Why do you have a 5-ton outdoor and a 4-ton indoor? Well, that's because Bosch has only two SKUs for outdoor units, which is going to be your 3-ton and a 5-ton. This 5-ton is comparable in size to the Oxbox that all fit on a 32 pad. But this is a full inverter system. Every single hertz is a different speed. So this thing's going to ramp up and down. In fact, the 5-ton can ramp down to 1 ton of capacity. That means, in theory, you could put this 5-ton outdoor unit on a 2-ton air handler and be totally fine. What it's doing, it's looking at your superheat, it's looking at subcool, it's looking at coil temperature. It's trying to maintain a coil temperature of, I believe, 48. It also has an enhanced cooling mode where you can get some extra BTUs out of this. It's creating a total coil at around 46 degrees, if my memory serves me well. This is a non-communicating setup. 15 to 15 SEER air handler. This is non-communicating. We'll go over the wiring on this air handler and on this in another video, but this is going to wire just like the Oxbox would, with the 2 different sets of wires here. So it's an easy setup. It's non-communicating, so it is really cool. 10-speed ECM outdoor fan motor, full inverter compressor there, like I said, with every hertz being a speed. It's got a checklist on here, kind of like the Oxbox, but it gives you a whole lot more things you can see on here. So on the back of the panel, it's going to give you a whole lot of data and the layout of the control board. So if there's a check button and a digital display right here. If we was to go through the perimeters on this thing, it's going to tell you what each of these are, like the ambient temperature sensor, the temperature sensors of T3, T4, the different temp sensors. Is going to tell you your high pressure, your low pressure, amp draw, speed of the fan, amp draw of the fan. It's going to give you like everything you need to know right here. So you're not going to have to go into the customer's home and look at a thermostat to get that data. You're not going to have to pull out your meter to get that data. Instead, it's going to be right there on the control board for you to see outside while you're doing your maintenance or your service or your startup. So that's really cool that they have that. It is going to have a dip switch on it, and I've seen this mistake made before. It has a dip switch on it where it's a dedicated 4-ton or a dedicated 5-ton. You don't have to set that. Okay, this is looking at the airflow, so you could tone this down to this is a 4-ton. If tone it down to a 3.5-ton, you're not going to have to change any dip switches. You're not going to have to make this a dedicated 4. It's going to see the airflow and the coil temperature. It's just trying to maintain that coil temperature. That's all it's doing. As far as on this air handler, we do have our typical 454B sensor. This air handler would do upflow, right or left horizontal, and downflow. If you're doing downflow, you just have to flip the coil over. So really nice piece of equipment, super quiet. It's got a quiet reversing valve on here as well. So if this is sitting outside of someone's bedroom, that is a key selling point. With it sitting outside someone's bedroom, they're not really going to hear this thing. It's just that quiet. Now, we can pair this 15 SEER outdoor unit with a 20 SEER air handler. And we can wire it communicating or non-communicating. When we're setting this with a 20 SEER air handler and a 15 outdoor, you're going to notice on the side it's giving you different from 14 to 17. So on the efficiency rating on the SEERs, when we pair this outdoor unit with a 20 SEER air handler, you're getting 17.5 SEER. That's without it being wired communicating. Okay, that's out of the box, just wiring it with a 20 SEER. If we did want to wire it communicating, we'll go more in depth on that later. It is a 2-wire connection. It comes with a little pigtail. It's a 2-wire connection on here. It communicates between here and the air handler. Between the thermostat and the air handler remains the same. Okay, so that's non-communicating between the thermostat and the air handler. Just basic heat pump wiring. The main benefit you're going to get from wiring this thing communicating is it's going to dehumidify a little better. This outdoor board is going to talk to a 20 SEER indoor board. This is the 15, so on the 20 SEER air handler, it's going to talk to that, and it's going to drop the fan speed a little lower for better dehumidification. But these things already dehumidify very well. You don't lose efficiency by wiring it standard, and you can use any thermostat you want. Whether you wire this communicating or non-communicating, you can use whatever thermostat you want. So if you like the Pro lineup, if you like the Honeywell lineup, if you like the Ecobee lineup, it doesn't matter. This thing's going to be able to handle any thermostat that you throw at it, or a Nest thermostat. If you're a Nest guy, this is going to handle any thermostat that you throw at it. Diagram on the air handler is on back of the blower motor right here. It would tell you different fan speeds, whether it's low, medium, or high if you need to adjust it. For your CFM chart, it's going to be in the manual with it. These do come with a TXV pre-installed on it. They do come with an alarm whip like I was showing you on the Oxbox air handlers. So you have that little alarm wire where you can wire it to an external alarm. If it was to detect 454B, it would set off that alarm. Some people might like that, some people might not. It is optional. So that's pretty much the overview, the layout on these Bosch ones. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel, because I'm going to be doing a deeper overview on these, dive into this control board a little bit more, walk you around the layouts, and walk you around this air handler just a bit more. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel for more. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.